Welcome back to the channel, everyone. What we have here in front of us is the 2016 Honda CBR 300. Basically what happened, she called me, and I've worked on this bike in the past, put tires on and stuff, but she had called me. I was out of town at a race, and she was going down the highway, and the bike just slowly died out on her. And then she hit the button and got nothing. So almost a guarantee it's either the stator or the rectifier gone bad. So we're gonna go over the charging system of this thing. Battery is actually over there on charge right now. So that will be ready here shortly, I hope. But we're gonna run you guys through how to statically test the ohms, test the resistance. So between each one, you guys have seen any of my charging test videos or charging system videos, it's pretty much all the same. You're gonna go through all 3 points between either whatever color the wires are, yellow or white or whatever. We're gonna go through, we're gonna statically check it for any opens, any opens to ground or anything to ground. And then once the battery's charged, hopefully we can fire this thing up and we can check the AC voltage output. If all those check out, we know it's gonna probably end up being the rectifier. I won't run through how to test a rectifier on this thing. If you check your stator and the stator checks out and all your plugs check out, I almost guarantee it. I can pretty much guarantee that it's gonna be a rectifier issue if the stator checks out. So let's go ahead, jump into this thing, pull some body work off, get to the stator plug, unplug that, check the resistance to ground, and then hopefully that battery will be charged here shortly and we can check the AC voltage output. All right, so we got the left side of the bike off. Got to take out all the push pins. A lot of the stuff is pushed on with push pins, and up front here, you'll see you got to pop these out. You got to take a couple screws out, got to move that forward when you take it off, okay? Also down here, you gotta move it forward so it comes off these pins over here on the side. You don't wanna break your little tabs on the headlight or on your plastics. But anyways, this one's a little worse for wear because it's secondhand. But anyways, so we follow our stator plug up here, and it's going to come all the way up inside of this mess. So we're gonna try to get this out of here, and then we're gonna test our plug. What a nightmare it is to get out, that's for sure. So there it is right here. I know I'm probably blocking the camera, but it's being a pain to get anything, there we go, out of there. So we'll feed this back down. It should also have the trigger. But we can check it statically like this. Through here, we can check between all 3 of these. We'll grab our ohm meter or our multimeter. We'll check resistance between these two, and these two, and hopefully we have resistance there, maybe 0.45, maybe. And then we'll check from each one of these to ground. If we got anything to ground, we know the stator has grounded out. Once the battery charges, we'll start it. We'll check between all 3 of these again for AC voltage. All right, we got our multimeter here. We're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on ohms. We'll set it over here. Hopefully it's a good view. Looks like it's gonna be all right. And we'll check between all 3 of these. Sometimes you gotta back probe these guys. Sometimes you can't get in through the front to check them. So we'll check this one. 0.5. Let's check our resistance here. 0.3, so 0.2. It's gonna be 0.2, which shows 0.5. And 0.5. So we're good on we don't have any open circuits or open coil wounds inside there out of the 3 legs. So we'll go ahead and check the ground. We'll check to the ground wire. We're good there. We're good there. And we're good there. The next step would be, since we don't have any resistance to ground, which is good, and we have no open legs inside there, our next objective is to get the charged battery, put it in here, fire it up, and check the AC voltage output. All right, guys, so I charged up the other battery. The other battery charged up to, on a 12-volt charger, it charged up to like almost 16 volts. So the battery had a shorted cell in it. I load tested it, and it was automatically 9. I checked it, it said 15.6. Load tested it, dropped to 9. So went and picked up a new battery. This here is the Striker. I get this from, I got it sourced here local. I'm a dealer for them. This is a replacement for the YTX 7 LBS, 7L, whatever it is, whatever the other one was, I can't remember. Good battery. This one's actually got a 2-year warranty. So that's what I like about it. That's why I get the They sell one that you fill yourself with acid, or you have the manufacturer one. The manufactured fill one will give you a 2-year warranty compared to the one that you fill yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and install this into the bike, and I will fire this thing up, hopefully, and we'll check the AC voltage output. I was checking the main fuse because I had no power after putting the battery in. I'm like, 15 volts, that's kind of odd. So I stuck it in anyways, and I still had to put a jumper pack on it to get it to actually do anything. So I got to put the rectifier back on and the ground wires back on it. We'll check that, make sure everything looks good as far as it's not corroded or anything. That looks really good. And then throw the battery in, turn it on, and see what we get for AC voltage output. All right, got the new battery in, got the rectifier back in place. Key on. Oh, that doesn't sound very good at all. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh my gosh. I think that's a broken rod. Oh no. Holy smoke. Let's drain the oil in this thing and see what's going on. That's not a good sound at all. Oh man. So I'm gonna grab a pan, I'm gonna grab a clean pan, we'll drain the oil and we'll take a look at what's in the oil. So I'm walking on this side to take a look, and I don't see any oil in the window. That is definitely not a good sign. So let's drain this thing and see. I mean, I was going charging system just because she said the battery had died on her. It just slowly cut out on her on the highway, but here, let me just take you guys, try to get you down here. We start draining this oil. You might have a better view from up here. It's hard for me to get you down there on that right. So let's drain this oil. If there is any oil left in here. Man, it might have got ran low on oil, and that's all she wrote. And that's why she was having a problem with the battery. Because it wasn't, the motor, or with the thing slowing down because the motor was seizing up. Oh yeah. I could see all the glitter in there right now. And you can see just a little bit of oil that's coming out. Oh, that's not good. I can't remember how much this takes. I don't remember if it's 1, 2, or whatever, how many quarts of oil, or how many milliliters of oil, but that is definitely not enough oil. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. You can just see how little oil is coming out of this thing. This is a CBR 300, and it definitely should have way more oil than that. Let me find my flashlight. And I could just see it dripping out silver. You could just see all the silver in there. I could see it everywhere. So that sucks. That sucks. That sucks big time. You know, the symptoms that we had got, of course, I turned the key on, battery was dead, charged the battery up, battery was crap, checked the charging system on it because she thought, you know, the battery was going dead. because it wouldn't, you know, turn the key, it wouldn't get any power. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, we'll check the charging system out. That's the first time I got to crank this thing over with that new battery. I should have looked at the oil from the get-go. Usually I do, and I didn't this time just because she's pretty good about having the maintenance done on this thing. And I haven't changed the oil in it personally since she bought it. So I don't know if it's something it's her first bike. So things happen. It's a shame that it happened like that, but it's definitely chalked that one up to a blown up motor, man. So I guarantee we're not going to fix it. I know you guys hate videos like this. I get it, but I just know she's not going to fix it because she wanted a bigger bike anyways. And honestly, by the time the labor and everything's done on this, the parts and labor, the bike's not worth. It costs more parts and labor to build this motor than it does for her to go out and buy another CBR 300 at this year. So, yeah, that sucks. I'm going to chalk this one up to low oil, blowing up motor. Sounds like a rod's broke. I could hear it kind of flopping around in there. You guys could hear that flopping, flop, 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 hitting. But, you know, you can see how you can statically check the charging system on the CBR 300. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do the AC voltage output to let us know if it was outputting the proper voltage, which I'm going to say maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to, Stator was good on this thing or not. Couldn't tell you all the way. 2 out of 3 checks good. Rectifier couldn't tell you because this thing doesn't run. So I'm going to call this the end of the video, guys. I'm sorry. If she does decide to do something, I will record the video of rebuilding the motor. I'm going to tell you right now, it's definitely not going to be worth it to her to do it because she bought the bike for less money than it would cost to rebuild this motor. Guys, give the video a thumbs up. I'm probably going to get a lot of thumbs down, a lot of complaints about this. That's the nature of the beast sometimes, man. I don't know what the video is going to be like, and I start recording it, and I'm not going to take all the time to record it and not edit it and put it out for you guys. This is what happens at regular shops. I should have checked the oil, which I didn't. Just, you know, might have helped me in the first place. But again, the battery was dead anyway, so we needed a battery to turn it over. It wouldn't turn over with a jump pack. So, you know, battery is 60 bucks. Not a big deal. Good battery. Might cost 60 bucks on the battery. Whatever. No big loss. And probably like an hour of labor into this thing. So she's out like, you know, close to $200. But again, guys, I appreciate everyone who has subbed to the channel, everyone who leaves comments to the channel, everybody who messages me. If you do get the time, and I have helped you out in the past, man, if you guys can go on my Facebook page at Limitless Power Sports Service and Repair, my business page, leave a review, you know, talk about how I've helped you out or what you learned from the videos. Same thing in the comments below. Drop some comments, talk about how I've helped you out. I try to get back to you guys in a timely fashion. Race season is finally over. We did win the 2024 Superbike Championship. It is the first one for Ducati in 30 years. So awesome there. I did get some cool new memorabilia up here. I do have a signed boot from Josh Herron, #2, who won the championship with us this year in Ducati. And then I have one over here, Loris Baz, who was our second rider this year. Of course, that's from Danilo Petrucci in 2022. Josh's championship plate 2022. Chavi's championship plate 2023 for Super Sport. There's Eric Wood, my first rider ever, so on and so forth. Waiting on that 2024 championship plate. But anyways, if you got any questions about motorcycles, ATVs, or UTVs, you can hit me up here on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook at Limitless Power Sports Service Repair, TikTok at Limitless Power Sports Sir and Rep. Also, you can shoot me an email at limitlesspowersports78@gmail.com. Again, I appreciate everybody who has subbed, liked, turn on notifications and all that stuff. It's great. Channel is slowly growing, and I'm going to be a little more religious about posting more videos, guys. And again, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you on my next upload.